So you managed to get Oasis tickets?
Yeah, for the 17th, I think, for the Dublin.
For Dublin?
Yeah, the Sunday night in Dublin.
How much did you pay?
$365, I think.
Each? You wouldn't have done the $350?
No, what the hell?
I reckon
You
I don't know, yeah, probably that.
So woke up, tried to get the ones for Dublin, didn't get them. Tried to join the queue again for the ones in Manchester, didn't get them either.
And you will try see them when they come back to Heaton Park?
I'll get in, don't you worry about that.
You'll be in?
I'll ton them away in.
That's it.
I'll get a mini dig on. Yeah, I'll be there. Right, shadow it out, I'll be there.
Welcome to Manchester, the birthplace of the Gallagher brothers, who they are going to be the focal point of this video today. Now, whether you like Oasis or not, there is no way that you won't have been made aware of the ticket fiasco that's been going on. Just how expensive the tickets were selling for, not from people who had touted them. This was from Ticketmaster. So with dynamic pricing, the tickets went on sale. I think they were for about £117. People queuing up for hours and hours, hundreds of thousands of people in the queue. You get to the place where it's your turn to pay, whew, the price rises, £350 nearly. They've been risen to. That's dynamic pricing. So you managed to get Oasis tickets?
Yeah, for the 17th, I think, for the Dublin.
For Dublin?
Yeah, the Sunday night in Dublin.
How much did you pay?
$365, I think.
Each,
but we got the Friday night ballot and we got the tickets for the merchandising package and all that.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, so 3 tickets for Dublin.
Yeah.
First time you've seen them?
No, 5, 6 or 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Can't wait though.
What would you have gone up to see them?
Fuck knows, I would have paid anything.
Would you?
Yeah. I saw Liam in, so he did definitely maybe in Dublin about 3 months ago. I went to that as well.
Yeah. How much did you pay for that?
Hotel as Bonehead, actually, it was good.
Yeah.
110 for that.
110
for
that.
I think the dynamic pricing, they do need to do something about it. They must have had signed off on it.
Yeah, some it is dodgy, isn't it?
If they would have had sign off with Ticketmaster, so they should do something about it.
Yeah.
But,
especially
people my age can probably have a bit more disposable income, can afford it, but the younger generation, they're missing a trick with it.
Absolutely. Who's got 350 quid to
exactly.
spend on one
Not me anymore.
Yeah, is this what's happened?
Yeah.
What happened? You got your car clamped? Why? Just parked?
No, I forgot to tax it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So if Liam and I want to give us a few quid back, I'm more than happy.
Good man. Hope it's not too expensive. It's my YouTube channel, Wandering Turnip.
Wandering Turnip?
Yeah, if you have a look.
Loaded up?
Probably like Sunday or something. Yeah, good man. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Fella there getting his car clamped, but still said he'd have paid anything to see them. Seen them many times. Good point as well. The younger generation, who's got 350 quid spare? Like 350 quid is an insane amount of money just to have spare, isn't it? So as well as getting your car unclamped, these are other things that you can get for £350. A laptop, a Glastonbury ticket, return flights to the United States, a custom Nashville Stratocaster electric guitar in Aztec Gold, return flights to Mumbai, 5 tickets to see Michael McIntyre, which interestingly wouldn't be as funny as flights to Iraq. So I thought, let's head to Manchester. Let's speak to the people on the street, see if anyone managed to get tickets. I know a lot of people who tried to get them and didn't. And let's find out what people paid for them. So let's get chatting to people. You tried to get Oasis tickets? Didn't get them?
No.
How long were you in the queue for?
6 hours.
6 hours?
Woke up because I'm from Belfast, so
Okay.
I tried to get the ones from Dublin, and they were on sale at 7, I think it was, and then the rest of them were on from 8.
Oh, really?
So woke up, tried to get the ones for Dublin, didn't get them. Tried to join the queue again for the ones in Manchester, didn't get them either.
Oh no. What would you have paid?
I mean, they're like base price I would have paid. I didn't want to be sitting. I know they were a bit cheaper down in Dublin, but I would have probably paid about 200 quid.
You would have paid 200 quid?
200 quid.
All right. Who's your favourite band, by the way? Can I ask you?
Favourite band?
Yeah.
The Strokes.
All right. What would you pay to see them if they...
Oh, to see the Strokes, 400 quid.
Really? You'd go that much?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
100%.
Yeah. I found this really good article online about concert ticket prices, and it goes into detail about what Ticketmaster actually is. So Ticketmaster provide the technology and services that venues need to manage market shows, sell tickets, and validate tickets for entry. People think of Ticketmaster as an enormous ticket retailer that acquires vast quantities of tickets and puts them up for sale. Now, tickets are actually priced by artists and teams. It's their show. They get to decide what it costs to get in. They just use Ticketmaster as the platform. So then we get to dynamic pricing. Now, there's loads of platforms out there that you'll use all the time that use dynamic pricing. So when you're trying to book a train, dynamic pricing is involved. For every seat that is booked, the remaining seats become scarce. The value of that increases. Train companies rise that to maximize profits. Now, the opposite exists as well. If you're trying to book a flight, someone wants to go to Peru, no one wants to book onto a certain flight, they'll lower the price of that to incentivize people to book onto that journey. That's dynamic pricing. Now, I don't agree with it in any form. However, the difference between an airline company or a train company using dynamic pricing to Ticketmaster using dynamic pricing is no one's buying train tickets or airline tickets to sell on. The resale value just isn't really there, whereas Oasis tickets, the resale value is huge, so it doesn't stop with the purchase of this ticket. The life, the economy, the projected growth of that product just continues, and this is where it becomes surge pricing, or what economists call price discrimination, the practice of selling two identical units, the same thing, but at different prices. So just like the fella who stands outside the gig with an envelope full of tickets, flogging them for 3 times what they're worth, Ticketmaster with dynamic pricing, they've gone, look, if they're going to do it down the line, we might as well do it now. So like I said earlier, Ticketmaster is just the platform where the tickets are sold. They've come out and said the prices were set by the event organisers, who has priced these tickets according to their market value. Oasis came out and said at no time did they have any awareness that dynamic pricing was going to be used. They also said it needs to be made clear that Oasis leave decisions on ticketing and pricing entirely to their promoters and management. So the promoters and management must have been aware that dynamic pricing was going to be used.
I don't know, I was just, being there, trying to act like, peace and love to all men and all that.
Tell you what about Oasis, right? Over the years I met a couple of lads, right? Because Twisted Wheel, Johnny Brown's a very, very good friend of mine, yeah? So the last time when Oasis together in Eaton Park, me and my wife were on the guest list for a free ride that's running, yeah?
No way.
Yeah, it's true, that's no bullshit, sorry. That's no lies. Now I've seen the dynamic pricing going on.
Yeah.
I think it's scandalous.
Yeah, it is.
Somebody sent me a screenshot of a photograph they did the other day. $6,000 some of the tickets have gone to, right?
Yeah.
VIP. Now that's ridiculous. Now, the Gallaghers, and I've met them a few times over the years, right? The Gallaghers have got a say on this, right? I believe Liam put a Twitter up the other day. He must have been drunk. And said, don't be silly about the pricing. Well, it starts at £150, as you're well aware, with Ticketmaster. They're bandits.
Yeah.
They may as well make masks. The Gallaghers need to speak to the management. We're not having it, do you know what I mean? As in, get it sorted, because everyone wants to see Oasis. Oasis is mental. I mean, I do a bit of Liam. I'm on YouTube for doing a bit of Liam. I know I don't look like Liam, but mannerisms and all that, book it on.
How many times have you seen him live?
Oh, God. I've seen him in Amsterdam. I've seen him, I'd say about 7 or 8 times.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And you will try see him when they come back to Eaton Park?
I'll get in, don't you worry about that.
You'll be in?
I'll ton them away in.
That's it.
I'll get a mini dig on. Yeah, I'll be there. By shadow of a doubt, I'll be there. I've got enough contacts in the music. I know pure musicians in Manchester.
So obviously, as I said, it's with a focus on Oasis because it's so recent. It's in everyone's minds. Everyone's thinking about it. But Taylor Swift with her Eras tour, and she was rumoured to be making about 10 million per location she went to with that tour. So everywhere she went, she was making that. And again, I know people that were paying £500 for one ticket. I did read somewhere that one person spent 13 grand on a set of tickets for one of the European shows, which is just, I mean, that person's dumb rich, aren't they? Let's face it.
Taylor Swift fans who were shut out of her Eras tour during a botched pre-sale event have made a federal case out of it. Donnie Backus was in Los Angeles as they took Ticketmaster to court.
So this actually happened, and what started out as a grassroots movement from Taylor Swift fans who couldn't get tickets, just like with Oasis tickets, gained so much attention that the US Justice Department is suing Live Nation. Now, Live Nation owns Ticketmaster under reasoning that they have been monopolising the live events industry. So setting up a big arena show clearly is a really expensive thing to do. You have so many factors, so many outgoings, so many people to pay. You've got the venue hire, you've got transportation, you've got hotels for everybody, hospitality for everybody, you've got to pay management, you've got to pay promoters, you've got to get security, you've got to pay for the band themselves. There's so many costs. But let's break down the numbers. The average Oasis ticket went for €347, so that's £293. Now, there was 1.4 million tickets sold, so 293 times 1.4 million is £410 million. So let's divide that by the amount of shows they're doing. They're doing 17 gigs, so that is 24 million per gig. And then other people, you've got Adele with her residency in Las Vegas. The average price for a ticket there was £1,000 just for one ticket. So I've just met this fella. What's your name?
My name's Tom.
Tom, you got 4 tickets for Oasis?
Yes.
How much?
I got in the pre-sale.
So in the pre-sale, so how much did you pay?
590.
For all of them?
Yes.
All right, okay, so 590, yes, that's about 130.
It was the price of the ticket, and
Awesome.
then a couple of quid for
fees and stuff, but you didn't get any of the dynamic pricing and stuff like that?
No.
So was that via Ticketmaster you got that?
Yeah.
How long did you have to wait? Was it
Sorry, about a minute.
Oh really? Oh amazing, oh that's brilliant. Well yeah, amazing, thank you so much. The first person who's actually got them that I've interviewed, so that's really good to hear.
I was unbelievably lucky.
Yeah.
I have one spare.
Oh really?
But I'm not selling it.
You're not selling?
I've just got to decide who's having it.
For the right person, okay, yeah. Oh brilliant. No, that's amazing, thank you so much. Good man, see you later. So there we go, the first person that managed to get tickets at the price that they were first listed at. I mean, $590 he said he paid for 4, which still seems like a crazy amount of money. And also, as that guy said, he's got a spare, so if you see that guy wandering around, maybe if you're a big Oasis fan, go have a word. I love this video of Kurt Cobain from 1993 reacting to hearing that Madonna was selling concert tickets for $50.
First question is, what do you think of artists who do charge anywhere between $50 to $75 for tickets?
There are people
Who charges that much money?
Who does
Apparently.
that? Madonna.
How much
does?
do we charge a ticket, John?
Yeah, but that's like a burlesque show.
Wow.
Madonna charges $50.
Apparently. 50 to 75.
Madonna wears fur too. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We were talking about, boy, we should charge $25 and really milk it. Yeah, really take them for all they got.
If they want to come, let's see how bad they really want to see the band play.
So I got up at 6 a.m.
Yeah?
Basically went on Ticketmaster, tried to get in. I was in a queue to get into Ticketmaster for about 2.5 hours.
Just to get into Ticketmaster?
Yeah.
So not even to get the tickets? Wow.
Yeah, and when I got into Ticketmaster, I was 200,000 in the queue. So
did you sit it out?
Basically, I left it on. I had stuff to do, so I left it on. And then when I came back, probably a couple of hours later, I was about 60,000 in the queue.
Oh my God.
And this was probably 5 hours after they went on sale. I was like, I'm not getting anything, so I just stepped out. There's no point.
What would you have paid for a ticket?
Thing is, I would have paid the price for them.
Yeah.
It was 150 quid, something like
Yeah.
that. I don't like when they, especially Ticketmaster, they're going through things now, aren't they?
The dynamic pricing, yeah. They went up to 350, so
Yeah.
would you pay that?
Probably not.
No.
Like, I'm a big fan. There's some things that I just won't pay for. Like certain things, like I'm a United fan. I'd probably pay 300 quid for a final ticket.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay 300 quid to go and see Oasis.
Yeah.
When, in a way, they could be broken up by the time it happens.
Yeah, that's
so,
it, yeah.
So yeah.
That's a good one, actually. Who is your favourite artist, and what would you pay to see them? So, I mean, I'm a massive Radiohead fan. They probably will only do, if they do it, one more tour, I'm guessing. I'd probably spend £100. I think that is what I would go to. Probably wouldn't go any more than that. But yeah, what about you? Who is your favourite artist, and what would you pay? What would you think's fair? You see, I just asked you, you're not an Oasis fan, so you weren't interested in getting tickets for Oasis?
No, not really.
Do you go see a lot of live music? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think's fair for a ticket these days?
Depends who it is.
Yeah. Who's your favourite band or artist?
I paid $250 for McCartney.
Oh really?
But I mean, it's McCartney.
Where was that?
It's coming up. It's in December.
Oh
It's
really?
At the Co-op, the new one.
Well, the new venue. So you pay $250. Wow. Is that?
I paid $125 for Roger Waters.
Oh really?
Again, I think that's a good price. The difference with McCartney and Roger Waters is you don't know how much more touring they're gonna.
Yeah. How old's McCartney now?
82 maybe.
Right. Okay. Have you seen him before?
Never.
All right. So that is one which would be fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So what was it? $250 for McCartney.
$250 for McCartney. $120 for Roger Waters.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting to hear. What about like smaller bands? Do you ever go see smaller bands?
Yeah. And I feel it's usually reasonably priced.
Yeah.
If you go see a local gig, it's like a tenner or whatever. If you see a rapper, it's about £35. I saw my other hero, Blade, Blade with 2 E's.
Okay.
That was 35.
All right, yeah. Was that in Manchester as well?
That was in London.
Cool.
People don't make much money off record sales.
Yeah.
So
they've got to do this. They've got to. But I guess for people like McCartney and people like Roger Waters, I mean, they don't need the money, but you'll still pay to see it.
It's tough. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that they've spent a whole lifetime kind of perfecting their craft.
Yeah.
And in the same way that you might, pay a designer for his time or an artist, it's not that you buy the physical, the print on the canvas or whatever it is. It's not really worth the money you pay, but you pay for their time, you pay for their art.
I like that. Mate, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem at all.
So that guy there was great. He gave a great answer. And he did touch upon the fact that, bands nowadays don't make any money from record sales with streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, everything goes on there. They do have to provide for themselves in some way. I'm seeing Fontaines DC, an Irish band in Manchester, and I think tickets were £40, and I found that to be very reasonable. I thought that was absolutely fine, because they, as I say, they won't make money from record sales. But interestingly, that guy then said he looks at it like the art. He's fine to pay $250 for McCartney because it's like an artist. He's practiced in his entire life. He's perfected this thing, and how long or how many chances will you have to see that guy perform? Very interesting. So you have seen Oasis before?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen them?
2 in Manchester, 1 in Sheffield, so 3.
Didn't bother trying this time?
Looked at it and then was in the waiting queue and thought, nah, I'm not wasting a day doing it.
Yeah.
So,
what would you have paid if one came to you now and they said
100 quid a ticket.
You go up to 100,
Yeah,
no more?
I think so.
None of this dynamic 350 nonsense?
Nah, it's ridiculous.
Can you remember what you paid last time you saw them?
I think Sheffield was about 50 quid a ticket.
Really? When was that?
Yeah, that was 1998, I think, or 97. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
gig?
So yeah, brilliant really
gig.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Didn't bother trying to get them this time?
No.
Seen them before?
Seen Oasis 6 times as Oasis.
Oh wow.
I've seen Liam Gallagher 5 times on his own.
Yeah.
And Noel 4 times on his own.
Oh wow. Okay. So you're a big fan?
My personal views are, I think they're better off on their own.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I think they produce better stuff on their own.
Fair enough.
I just think 5-star tickets are expensive.
What would you have paid? If someone comes up to you now.
I would have expected around about the 100 mark. I think if anyone's not seen them, it's going to be good. A lot of the youngsters, but I've seen them, so it's...
You don't need to fork out that out, yeah. Also, the brilliant comedian Limmy did this video a few days ago about just what it'll be like at the gig. I'll put a bit in because it's so true. You pay £350 for a ticket and you've got 80,000 people, I don't know how many is rumoured to be there, but around you, and this is what it'll be like.
So sad can we always been walking up and I should have said I don't believe in anybody.
So you tried to get Oasis tickets?
Yeah. Right.
Didn't?
Logged on 7:30 in the morning. There were me, our kid, mum, my dad, my girlfriend. We all had at least 2 items, like a laptop and a phone out. Couldn't get them all. I
left mine on all day.
Yeah, on from
all day.
Yeah.
7:30 in the morning till
I left mine on about 12 o'clock.
Couldn't get him.
12:30.
And you know what? I probably want to see him as well. You know me?
What would you have paid?
Definitely not whatever they're charging.
You wouldn't have done the 350?
No, with a hell.
I reckon
you
I don't know, yeah, probably that.
If you'd have done that, I'd been like,
if our kid had said, right, if you want to pay 300 each, we would have gone probably, but
yeah.
I don't know, maybe stretch it to maybe, I don't know, 350,
It's a bit of a joke, that, isn't it?
It is crazy, it's mental, it's so much money.
I've never known anything like it where you've got to go and pay for a festival or anything that's that much, like, even if you went to go Creamfields or Port Laugh, that's not even, you're not even talking 350
I know,
for
yeah,
that.
Glastonbury,
so
I think, it's
exactly,
so even for that, it's absolutely ridiculous, but I mean, if you want to go and see like a really good band, like, I mean, we went to go and see Arctic Monkeys at Old Trafford last year, and even that was just about, I think it was like 90 quid.
Was it?
So it's like, it's not even like you pay, I mean, and they're a great band. I mean, obviously they're not probably as good as the Oasis. They're not had many tunes like, but at the same time, it's just, it was an absolute job, weren't it? Everyone trying to get on. Did you get them?
Nah.
No.
You see it on that StubHub and that, when they were putting it on for like $2,000.
Yeah, well,
people rebuying them. Like,
if you go on, what's it called, Viago, that other ticket?
Viago,
they're on for like crazy amounts on there. It's just
stupid.
It's mental. Well, I hope you get one anyway.
Nice one.
Nice one. Thank you for the interview. So let's head over to StubHub and see what some tickets are being resold for on there. So floor standing at Wembley, £3,000 each. And what about sitting? £6,000. That is absolutely ludicrous. I hope no one is actually paying that. And I did read this. So sites like Viagogo and StubHub, where tickets have been going for ludicrous prices like £6,000. The band has since warned fans not to buy these tickets as they may be cancelled. Now, I don't know how you control that. And ultimately, someone probably is going to end up with a lot of money. You tried to get Oasis tickets?
Tried to get them. So I actually logged on at 8:15 because the Island tickets had gone on sale then, and I only went on to help my brother who was trying to get them, and it put me in a queue. I thought nothing of it, closed my phone down, went out, come back in at 12, was still in the queue. By then I'm like, I'm going to ride this out. Yeah. So I stayed, and about 2:30 I got through. I thought, great. And then said, what date would you like? And then they said, you're 406,000th in the queue.
Oh, right back.
So I was in the second queue, and that went down really slow. Then it sped right up. By the time I got through, no tickets left.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
Not even that dynamic pricing ones?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
No.
What would you have paid?
Oh, you see, I'm a sit-down person because I'm old. Right. So I probably would have paid 150, 200 at the
You'd have
most.
gone up to 200?
I'd have gone up to, for a decent seat, not right at the back,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I was at the side of the stage or something, probably, because of who it was, 200 quid.
Have you seen them before?
No.
No. Were you going to try? You're still going to try and get a ticket, do you reckon? Or
I've had the email that says, sorry about that. Want to go on our list, and I've kind of just deleted it. So
really, yeah.
for me, it's a no.
Didn't bother getting the tickets?
No.
Would you have if they were cheaper?
I'm not sure really.
Oh right, okay, not a big Oasis fan then.
Well, I've seen them twice.
Okay,
but,
fair
but
enough.
yeah, I just knew that it'd just be
yeah,
like crazy. So
silly money.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite band or artist?
Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, Bruce Springsteen. Another arena sellout then.
Yeah.
What would you pay to see him?
Now probably, I don't know, probably £200 max.
You got 200?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cool. Have you seen him before?
Yeah, that was all in. Yeah,
worth
absolutely.
It. Oh, is it? But not Oasis.
Not now.
Not now.
Yeah.
So it's clear from chatting to people that people are just fine spending £150 now on a gig ticket, be it Oasis or Springsteen or Paul McCartney or whatever. People are fine spending that money. I don't think I am. I really don't think I am. What's the most I've spent on a gig? I'm trying to think now. I don't think I've ever spent over £50 on a gig. I also don't like big arenas. I don't like big spectacles. I don't really like it when you're in a crazily big crowd. I much prefer a smaller venue where it's a bit more intimate. I feel that's how you can enjoy it a lot more. But those places don't normally charge crazy money. But yeah, let me know what's the most you've ever spent on a concert as well, or a gig, the most you've ever spent. So I wanted to see what tickets were like in the 1970s, my favourite decade of music. And to ensure sellouts, Elvis Presley made tickets accessible to the masses. They were kept relatively low at $10, $7.50, $5. And then I found this as well, some concert tickets from the 1970s. So we have here, this is Elton John, and that's a $10 ticket there. Up here we've got the Electric Light Orchestra, that's $12.50. The little stub here, that's for Led Zeppelin, $8.50. And I like this bit down here. Someone's done the calculation. $12.50 in 1978 equals $52.09 in 2021. I love that. So have we reached the point of pure greed with ticket sales? And looking at the dynamic pricing from Ticketmaster, 100%. Especially when they then went on to announce 2 more gigs where you'd have 1 more chance of buying them cheaper. That was pure greed, asking for £350 for those tickets. Looking at StubHub, where you've got those crazy tickets going on the resale for £6,000. Now that's just evidence of a capitalist society where if I have a product and someone's willing to pay for it, I'll sell it for as much as I can. Both Noel and Liam are estimated to make about £50 million each from that £400 million revenue. But let's look at the cheapest tickets that were for sale. So the cheapest ticket that you could buy for Oasis 2025 was £73. So let's say they stopped being greedy fucks, and for that 1.4 million tickets
tickets they had, they just charged £73 each. Of course they were going to sell them all. There would still be a revenue of 102 million. Divide that by the 17 nights they're doing. 6 million per event. That is plenty of money for everyone. It's not like a Taylor Swift gig where they'll say, oh, we've got hundreds of backing dancers to pay for and fancy costumes. And it's not like a Rammstein gig where they've got pyrotechnics and bright lights. No, it's Oasis. It's 5 guys on stage, a tambourine, some guitars, probably a bit pissed, singing some nice songs. It's simple. So why is it so expensive? So clearly this experience is worth 150 quid to a lot of people. To some people it is worth £350, and I hope to absolutely nobody it is worth £6,000. Have some sense. But Oasis, the voice of the 90s, the voice of the northern working class, now estimated to turn over £410 million in just 17 days.
What, you ask me if I'm happy? Listen, I've got £87 million in the bank. I've got a Rolls Royce. I've got 3 stalkers. I'm about to go on the board at Manchester City. I'm part of the greatest band in the world. Am I happy with that? No, I'm not! I want more!
And it turns out he wasn't lying when he said that. One more thing, look at the audience from this gig in the 90s. Phones weren't a thing, everyone's just having a good time. That ain't going to be happening next year, is it?
So I'll look back and I just say it's nice today. Hey!